Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. My name is Drake. I am the Farming Aviator. I had to come in, just get some coffee before we got our day going. Kind of getting a little late start. You see it's already 8:20. But I got some of the equipment started. We are ready to plant. I had to go check the field and make sure it's dry enough. Yeah, look at this grass. This is just sad. Look how long this is. That's something else we need to do soon. But first, we need to get all the planting done. I got the 8370 warming up here. We gotta get it filled with seed, and then we're planting some corn. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna get this filled up, head into the field, and get planting. We pull up the map here. You see it's this field 16 right here. We might be running over some crop that are coming up already, so it's kind of gonna be kind of a mess, but it's just because all this rain we had. And then we got these two fields over here, 21. It says it's all wheat. That was the previous crop. With the cedar we had, we can cultivate and plant at the same time. So we'll be doing that, and then same thing with field 19. We gotta get that. So those two are both gonna be soybeans. So we're gonna try and get all of this planted in one day. So I think it's gonna be a long day, but we got rain coming tomorrow again. So we need to get done and get finished with all that. Let me check, make sure we're full here. Alright, we are. Alright, there we go. Pull this off to the side, probably towards the entrance here. We're gonna we might need this to finish. So I don't know if we'll have enough to finish that field. Alright, I'll see you guys in the field. Alright, so we are in the field. As you can see here, we got crops coming up. The corn's getting pretty high already. But yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it. There's all this rain. I mean, I can't complain about the rain. When you're a farmer, you can never complain about the rain. But it definitely delayed us getting this field planted. So yeah, we're gonna be driving over a little bit of our crop and replanting over a little bit. But there's just nothing much we can do about it. We're just gonna have to work with it. This corner down here, as you'll see, is gonna be a little tricky to get this planted. But we're going to do what we can. I think the crop's still small enough that when we run over it, it won't damage it enough to kill it. So we should be good, hopefully. I think we'll be good. But yeah, we'll definitely see. Thankfully, the other two fields we didn't get in at all. I kind of drove around all the fields this morning and took a look at them to see how muddy they are. This one's the least muddy. By the time we get to those other ones, they should be a lot better. Like I said, we're gonna try and get all those fields planted today. It's gonna be a long day, folks, but we gotta get it done. There's rain coming again tomorrow. I think that fresh rain will be good, and then we're gonna have to worry about weeds after that. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try and move this so I don't run over too many. You see I'm kind of replanting over some there, but that's okay. There we go. It's not too bad. I'm going to go follow this contour here. And see if we can't get our GPS lined up coming back the other way. Alright, a little bit further. There we go. Try to get this turned nicely so we don't hit this fence. Alright, I'm gonna have to back it up and plant a little bit here, it looks like. Let's see if I can't get this lined up better. There we go. That dropped down. And then we'll probably just back it up and get that last little bit there. There we go. I love this DB60 planter. I know some guys around here run even bigger planters, DB90. I think I've seen a DB120. But yeah, we just don't need it. We're not running that big of fields here, so we'll be fine. Let's see, I'm going to drive over in this crop. That should be okay. Like I said, it's pretty, I think it's short enough that we won't damage it. There's our GPS line we captured. Alright. Get here. So we're going to go over a bunch of this again, but that's alright. There we go. And we're planting. So we got quite a bit left. At least the rest of this is pretty square. We don't have to worry about weird angles like we just had there. So that's good. But yeah, guys, if you're new to this channel, I'm in the 8370 RT. I just love the RT tractor for planting. I think I said that in the last corn planting video. But yeah, it's just awesome. And then we got the DB60 planter behind us, cruising along 9 miles an hour, so we can get along nice and quick. So that's good. Get this field planted pretty quick. I think we'll be done by 11 or noon here. Yeah. And then we'll be on to soybeans. So I'd like to get at least one of those soybean fields planted, if not both. We'll see. It might be kind of hard to get both. I'll probably start out with the bigger one just to make sure I get that one done. But yeah, that's what we're looking at today. Alright guys, so we're not quite done. I decided, some hazards on here, just to run back up to the farm, since it's not too far, and fill up there. Just because I don't got anyone helping me today, so I'll just run and grab the seed tender. And I can show you guys this canola field on the way back too. We actually only have about 3 more passes, and as you see there, with 6%, we weren't quite going to make it. So I go to load just a little more seed. That seed tender, it's about, one of the hoppers is just a little full yet. So I'll unload the rest of that. Let me pull off here. I can show you guys the canola. Keep that running. Look at our canola. Man, it is just so tall, waist height already, and it's early summer. Man, I'm glad we got this planted early. It's gonna be ready pretty soon. I'd say late summer. It's gonna be ready to harvest. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen canola harvest before, it's fun. It's kind of a medium high yielding plant. So it'll be a good harvest. This is our biggest field here too, so you guys will get to see that. So I might have a treat for you. I've been in talks about leasing a combine for harvest. We'll see though. But you guys may have a surprise coming. Alright, so we're back in the farm. We finished up that cornfield. We are filling up the air cart with soybean seeds. Let's get this picked up. I think we might not have enough. I got the seed tender half full of soybeans, so we'll use the rest of that too. I think I'm gonna have to make another run down to the co-op to get some more seeds. Let's see, there we go. So we got one more big bag of seed in the shop there. And then we'll fill it up with fertilizer here too. And then we should be good to plant. Let's see. I just left that there. I usually like to clean it off right away. We just don't have time for that. So we'll probably do that at the end of the day quick. I don't like it sitting out in the rain either. So it's quite the conundrum. I'm just kidding. We'll just deal with it. It's more important that we get these seeds in the ground. So I'll get this filled up, and we'll see you guys in the field. Alright, so as you can see, we're back in the field here. I got everything set up, and we did our first, we're on our second pass here. So this field is kind of an odd shape. It makes it a little bit tricky. I gotta do with these power lines here too. I gotta do kind of double end rows along this side, and then over that side over there it turns into a big angle because that's where our farm is and stuff. So kind of do a double end rows over on that end, and then you'll see this end over here has a bunch of trees or power lines and trees. So it's kind of tricky going all around those, but we make it work. We are planting soybeans in this field using the big air seeder. So this it's nice kind of getting the bigger fields of this thing. You can move a little bit quicker. You see we're planting at 11 miles an hour instead of 9 with the regular planter. That John Deere planter, we can plant soybeans with that. Which sometimes I'll do, but it's a little bit nicer using this air seeder for that, because we can get the fertilizer in the ground too with the seed right away, so that's a little bit nicer. Go outside view here. We're using the John Deere 9570 RT. It's a big 628 horsepower. So it handles these hills nice. Especially since this tool requires 400, I think it's 450 horsepower, and then I'm thinking about upgrading it here after this season. We'll see what kind of deal we can get on another air seeder, but I would like something a little bit wider. We may end up doing some contracts then, depending on what size I get. But that's okay, I don't mind doing that. That helps pay off the machinery quicker, and our farm isn't that big that we have some extra time depending on the weather. So we can pick up those contracts, you know, as we want. So that's kind of nice. I got this thing filled up right before we started the field. You see we kind of always burn through a little bit more fertilizer than we do seed. So if I end up going back to the farm here and filling both of those up before this field's over. So, as you can see, this field hasn't been cultivated at all. Nice thing about this tool is that it cultivates as it seeds, so you don't have to cultivate the field, make sure it looks nice beforehand. We'll do that, with the other planter, but with this one you don't need to. So that's another advantage of this one. You can see going up this little hill here, it doesn't even slow down. So I'm real happy with the purchase that I made on this 9570 RT. Love the sharp turning. It helps in like this field with the power lines on both ends and going around those. So we'll see if we do eventually want to upgrade this equipment, but we might just stick with this. Alright. So you see we're just getting started on this field. Got a ways to go. We are trying to get this one done, and also field 19 over there. Hopefully we can get both of those done today because we got rain coming. So we gotta worry about that. It'll be nice if we get both these planted and then some rain on the field right after that. That would help the crops grow immensely. Alright, well I'm going to get some time-lapse footage for you guys. We'll see you in a bit. So I talked to my buddy Rich just a minute ago. He said that he works over at the co-op in town here part-time, and then does some farming contracts, that kind of thing. Helps a few farmers out when they need it the other part of the time. But he said he could help me out today. I kind of decided that we needed to get that canola field sprayed. It cost a little bit more. As see, I signed a lease on the on the spray already. We got the big hardy Rubicon 4000 harvester, I think is what it is, or not harvester, it's sprayer. I don't know why I keep saying harvester. But we need to get that canola field sprayed, and I'll show you why. Let me get around this post here. Pick that up, drive around here. This is kind of an odd spot to go across this. I'm going to drop this down here, come back across. That way you can try to get it nice and planted even around that thing. I'll have to come back around that other side again, but that'll be alright. So as I was saying, if we look at our field info, our canola field's in the final stage of growing already. You see it's this dark green. Well, it's in the final stage. I think it's going to be ready sooner than I think. So we got this field about, after this pass, maybe 2/3 planted. And as you can see, we're just about to fertilize. I can make another 2 passes and I'll have to go fill up. And then I think I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna get this field done. I want to get this field planted, and then I'm gonna hop in the sprayer. Rich is getting that thing filled up, getting some chemical mix for me, and getting that all ready, so that as soon as I'm done with this, I can hop in that and start spraying. He gets done at work at 3, I think he said, and then he's going to go pick up the sprayer for me, mix the chemical, get that thing filled up. We have a herbicide tank on the farm, so I can just run back to that farm, get that filled up, and we'll get the that field sprayed. Because, you know, with this rain tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything sprayed tomorrow. It just doesn't work. So we're going to try and get that done tonight. And then for that other field, you know, we still have to plant soybeans. We're just going to have to hold off on that. I think we'll have to wait another day after it rains, and then hopefully that we'll still have enough time. Let's see, this turn is kind of tricky. As you saw, it's kind of at an angle. So I have to make a turn here. We'll pick that up. Make a little bit wider turn here. and then come back around. Alright. There we go. Let me put the weather forecast on my phone here. So you see, we should be good till about 6 a.m. tonight, or tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try and get that sprayed. It's supposed to rain pretty much all day tomorrow, it looks like. And then Tuesday will be nice. Tuesday and Wednesday it'll be nice. So if we can get that last field of soybeans planted then, by then we'll be, right into midsummer. So that should still give us plenty of time to get that planted. You see why I wanted to get the corn done. It's because we're getting into those last days, where we can plant corn before it gets too hot. So that's what we're looking at. I'll probably get some footage once I get in the sprayer. So we'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so I am in the Hardy Rubicon 4000. That's what it is. Let me look at my garage. Hardy Rubicon 9000. So even better. You see we got 370 horsepower. Holds about 9,000 liters of herbicide. You can also spray liquid fertilizer. I don't like doing the liquid fertilizer just because it's a lot more expensive. By the time you spray it all on there, the cost adds up. So I usually use the solid fertilizer and just spread it, which I don't know how much we did on this field even. We may end up buying some liquid fertilizer, and that way we can go over the same lines, and we won't cause very much crop damage. But it's kind of past the point of fertilizing it anymore. So yeah, we kind of struggled in that part. Let's look at our field view here. Yeah, you see we only got one round of fertilizer on there. So we kind of missed that. We'll have to do a little bit better on our other fields with the fertilizer. It's just that rain really set us back. So yeah. Hop out, get this hooked up. See the entrance right here, and we'll get this all filled up. Once we get that all filled up, we'll head back into the field. Alright, so we got just a little bit left on this field. Whoops, caught the boom there. That's not good. We got just a little bit left on this field. This is where I actually ended the last row. This field is kind of set up to go at an angle, so when you get down to the end here, you kind of go across these boundaries at an angle. So I did that already. I gotta come down here and do just a little bit at the bottom here. Go the outside view for you guys. So it's 7 p.m. We got one field left to plant, and then this field sprayed, ready to go. We will probably have to do some fertilizing yet. This turn, there we go. We got some fertilizing yet to do on all the fields, and then like I said, we'll spray probably this first. We're not paying, I think it's $5,000 a day to lease this thing, so we'll probably do that in the next couple days, and then we just wait for the crops to grow. Let's see, I need to come back. Just kind of driving around in this field. No big deal. Here we go. Alright, so that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button so you guys don't miss anything. If you like the video, hit that like button so I know what videos you guys like. And otherwise, we'll see you guys next time.